Students, good evening to all of you and welcome to my channel. Students, today's topic is superclass species of kingdom Animalia, which includes that phylum Chordates and subphylum Vertebrates. So let us study about that superclass species and the general characters of that superclass species. Students, Devonian period is the golden age of that species, as most of the species evolved or originated during this period. That is why it is called as golden period of species, the Devonian period. And the study of species is called as ichthyology. So students, the study of species, as I have already taught you in branches of biology, that study of species is called as ichthyology, and they are cold-blooded animals. So students, cold-blooded animals are also called as poikilothermic animals. Poikilothermic animals. Students, poikilothermic means the animals do not regulate its body temperature in spite any change in the environmental temperature. Any rise in the environmental temperature, the temperature of this organism's body will be rise, and downfall of temperature also bring about fall of temperature in their body. So they are unable to regulate their body temperature. That is why these are cold-blooded animals, cold-blooded vertebrates, and they are otherwise called as poikilothermic animals. They are aquatic. Samaste aquatic animal. They are all aquatic. Either it is fresh water in habitat or they are also available in marine water. But it is mandatory that fishes are aquatic. Body is long, boat-shaped, streamlined body, and the body is divided into head, trunk and tail. Once again students, body is long, streamlined, boat-shaped, and it is divided into head, the middle, trunk and tail. Neck is absent here. And entire body is covered by dermal scales. Body is covered by dermal scales. Or some of the species belonging to this superclass are scaleless. So paired fins are present for swimming, and these paired fins are paired pectoral fin, paired pelvic fin, but unpaired fins like that of dorsal fin and caudal fin. These are unpaired fins, and also paired fins are also present. External layers are one pair. External layers which are present at the tip of the head, on either side of the tip of the head. Small openings are present. They are called as external layers due to presence of a pair of external layers. These are also called as dirhinous. Rhinous is the external layer or nose, rhinous organ. That is why it is called as dirhinous, due to presence of two openings, two external layers at the tip of head. External and middle ear absent. In these organisms, external ear is absent and middle ear is also absent, but inner ear is present, which help for maintaining that balance, and it is called as statoreceptor. Balance maintaining receptor is statoreceptor, and the inner ear acts as a statoreceptor for these organisms. Respiration carried out by presence of gills, and that gills either they are naked or it is covered by a bony plate that is called as operculum. Bony operculum covers that gills, or gills are naked, which are not covered by any bony plate or operculum. Teeth are acrodont. So students, acrodont teeth is it get attached to that of jaw superficially and it can be broken easily. That is why it is called as acrodont teeth. Heart is two chambered. Heart of Piscian heart is made up of two chambers. One is auricle and another one is ventricle. And through that Piscian heart only deoxygenated blood passes. That is why it is called as venous heart, as it is supplied to supply blood to that of gills. That is why it is also called as branchial heart. Students, the oxygenated blood after utilization within the body, the deoxygenated blood is collected by sac-like structure lies behind that auricle, that is called as sinus venosus. That sinus venosus, by carrying the deoxygenated blood, enter into that auricle blood. That deoxygenated blood from sinus venosus passes to that of auricle, then to that of ventricle, and finally it reaches to that of gills for gaseous exchange. That means carbon dioxide from the blood of that gills enter into the surrounding water, and in turn oxygen enter into that blood and then utilized within the body. And once blood enter into the heart to make a circuit within the body, such type of circulation is called as single circulation. So heart of pieces is made of two chambers. It is venous heart or branchial heart, and the circulation is single circulation. So students, the RBCs that are present within the blood are nucleated. In case of human beings, RBCs are non-nucleated. But early development RBC contains that nucleus, but later on development it loses its nucleus and mitochondria. But in case of pieces, the RBCs are nucleated. Renal portal system is present there. Hepatic portal system is also present in the circulatory system. So renal portal system, here the intermediate organ is kidney, and hepatic portal system, here the intermediate structure is liver. So due to involvement of that intermediate organs to supply blood to heart, such type of circulation is called as portal circulation. And portal system is also present in case of circulatory system of that pieces, and that portal system is renal portal system with involvement of kidney, and hepatic portal system with the involvement of that liver, the hepatic organ. 10 pairs of cranial nerves present in pieces. 10 pairs of cranial nerves. So nerves are also classified into two different types based on their origin. If it is originated from that brain and innervated to that of nearby organs, it is called as cranial nerve. And those nerves arises from spinal cord and innervate to their nearest or to their associated organs. It is called as spinal nerve. And in case of pieces, 10 pairs of cranial nerves are present which arises from brain and innervate into the nearby organs. And lateral line sense organ is present. As you know, pieces contains lateral line on both the lateral side, which started from that head, below the head towards the end of tail. That lateral side line sense organ which help this organism to detect the water current as well as the chemical nature of that water. So it is chemoreceptor. Then kidneys are mesonephric, as middle kidney is present. Kidney is present at the middle part of the body. That is why it is mesonephric kidney. And urinary bladder is absent there in case of pieces. Urinary bladder absent, and cartilaginous fish excretes, those are elasmobranch fishes, they excretes urea, and marine bony fishes, their excretory material is TMA, trimethylamine oxide. So trimethylamine oxide TMAO is the excretory product of that marine bony fishes, and in case of freshwater bony fishes, ammonia is the excretory material that are eliminated by the process of excretion. Once again, students, remember it. In case of elasmobranch fishes, the eliminated nitrogenous waste or excretory product is urea, but in case of marine bony fishes, it is TMAO, trimethylamine oxide, and in case of freshwater bony fishes, it is ammonia. Unisexual fishes are unisexual, means sexes are separated. And fertilization is external. The fusion of that male and female gamete occurs outside the body of individual. That is why the fertilization is external and development is direct, as there is no larval form present in these species. They directly develops into young individual. That is why development is direct. And the baby fishes are called as fries or hatchling. The small or newly hatched fishes are baby fishes. These baby fishes are called as fry or hatchling. Students, superclass fishes further divided into 3 different classes. And these 3 different classes are placodermi, chondrichthyes, and another one is osteichthyes. So, placodermi are the extinct group of fishes. They were extinct. These were first freshwater fishes, as they have already extinct form. They are already destroyed and body is covered by bony plates. That is why it is called as armed fishes. And the example is Climatius. So, as this is the extinct form of fishes, so there is no more required to study for these organisms, these fishes. Then the next 2 classes are chondrichthyes and osteichthyes. Students, chondrichthyes is otherwise called as elasmobranchi. As one of the order of this class is elasmobranch. So these are elasmobranch fishes, and these are characterized by chondrichthyes, chondros meaning hela cartilage, and ichthyes meaning hela fish. So it includes all the cartilaginous fish, as their endoskeleton is made up of cartilage. So their internal skeleton is made of cartilage. That is why they are called as cartilaginous fish. They are exclusively marine, and body is covered by placoid scales which backwardly directed, and it cannot be observed in seen in naked eye. For its detection, a simple experiment is required. A small piece of that skin of a cartilaginous fish is taken in a test tube, then it is heated with KOH solution. After some time, the skin gets dissolved and the scales get settled down in the bottom of a test tube. While examined through a microscope, it can clearly reveal that presence of that backwardly directed placoid scales on its body. 5 to 7 pairs of gill slits are present. Students, about 5 to 7 pairs of gill slits are present, but operculum is absent to cover it. So gill cover absent, operculum absent, but 5 to 7 pairs of gill slits are present. Mouth is ventral in position. It is ventral in position. Air bladders are absent. That is why they are always swimming to make a balance to avoid that sink. Otherwise, it will be sink to the bottom. So, air bladders are absent. Spiral valves or scroll valves, they are present in the intestine for complete digestion of food materials. And their teeth are not used for chewing of prey. They are predaceous. They depend food on prey. So, after intake of prey, the teeth are not used for chewing, but scroll valve is there in the intestine for complete digestion of that by complete degradation of food materials. Cloacal aperture is present and gonoduct open that cloacal aperture, so gametes are also passed through it along with that undigested food materials. At the dorsal surface of head, a special structure is present named as ampulla of Lorenzini. Students, once again remember it. Towards the dorsal surface of head, a special structure is present called as ampulla of Lorenzini, which is electroreceptor as it detects the electric current of water. And claspers are present in case of male, which is the copulatory organ and help that transfer of male gamete sperm into the body of female. Internal fertilization as it occurs within the body, and many of them are viviparous. As they give birth, they are young ones. So, some examples of that chondrichthyes or cartilaginous pieces are scoliodon, pristis, torpedo. These are the examples of that chondrichthyes or cartilaginous piece. Then the next class is class 3, that is osteichthyes. Class 3 is osteichthyes. Osteum means bone, ichthyes means piece. So it includes all the bony pieces. So all the bony pieces, they are included in that third class of superclass pieces, that is osteichthyes. So endoskeleton here present in the form of rigid bones, and their bodies covered by epidermal scales, that is cycloid scale, ctenoid scale or gynoid scales. So skin is covered by these scales. Claspers are absent from them. Air bladders are present to make balance or float on water, and operculum is present to provide protection to that of gills, and 4 pairs of gills are present which are covered by bony plate, that is called as operculum. Spiral valve is absent from their intestine. Students, ampulla of Lorenzini is absent. Tail is homocircle, but in case of cartilaginous piece it is heterocercal. And claspers are absent from males in case of that bony pieces. So mouth is also terminal in position, but in case of chondrichthyes pieces or cartilaginous pieces, mouth is ventral in position. So students, this is all about, and the examples of that bony pieces, labiorohita, kalbasu, katla, valagavatu, Anabasus scandens. These are the examples of that bony pieces. So students, this is all about that superclass pieces which further divided into 3 classes, that is placodermy, chondrichthyes and osteichthyes. Thank you.